What up, YouTube? This is GeoSelf R1, and I'll wait for people to come in, see what you guys are doing, and see what I'm doing. Bum, 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 bum. Alrighty, so let me see. For some reason, I'm missing my X-maxx stand, which should have been here, but it is not. So, it is what it is. We'll start doing a few things. Michael, what's going on? Alrighty, so why am I doing this? Well, I ended up getting off the phone with my boy Chris, Everyday RC, and he's looking to do a bash event. Not even a bash event, just a bashing around. And I said, you know what? I need to get my RCs up and running. I don't know what's. Look at the size of these tires. Jesus, look at the magnitude of these trenchers. And I have them all. I have the Badlands and the paddle tires, but the trenchers are on a different level. I mean, Jesus. I'll put you on the side and the bottom. And this video, I'm just going to start cleaning up. I got the batteries in there. They were on storage mode. And who knows if they're still working? I have no idea. This thing has a lot of dust on it. The last time I played around with this RC, I did grease it up and everything like that because it was needed to be greased. So that was taken care of. But a lot of dust has collected it on there. Thank God I have my dusty motor shroud, so a lot of that dust didn't get into my electronic components. Whoever owns this X-maxx, you guys know this is a heavy beast. Jesus, I got spider webs over here. Chris, if you get to watch this video, I forgot the name of that website that you gave me to where I'm able to get the screws out of here. Man, I can look it up in one of the old videos, but you have it off the top of your head. I have the two other wheels done. I just don't have the trenchers with the stainless steel screw kit for the tires. All of these screws here and all of the screws here. So, gotta change that out. I'll be cleaning the wheels as well. Okay, so last time I ended up driving this X-maxx, because you have these trenchers, the trenchers, not the Badlands, not even the paddle tires, the trenchers put a lot of strain on the servo. And the servo that I had in there was the 2085 um, with the upgraded gears from Hot Racing, and it's just the motor just went dead. Then I ended up installing the 2075X, which had the metal gears, and supposedly that's going to work. I don't know. If it does work, great. If it doesn't, then it's either the servo that's messed up or the ESC that's messed up. We'll see in a few seconds. Who's in the room? No one's in the room. All right. So, for the first time in a long time, how about this? For the first time in 2020, I'm going to do a contest right now for you to win this. If you can even see this. Hold on. Here you go. It's a GeoStealth R1 decal. So you guys can come in. And what should I do? There's not that many people in here. I'll probably be on this YouTube thing for a while. I could have you donate $1 to put into a pool to get this. You know, the more dollars you donate, the more chances you have of winning. But yeah, you know, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do something else. I don't know. I'm new to this. Alrighty, Dalton, what's going on? So, so once again, before I even get into a lot of people's comments that are happening right now, why am I doing this with the X-maxx? Well, Actually, I had time today. I actually had time. And since I ended up having time, why not get my RCs ready to start doing bashing, and then I could see what I need to buy for my RCs. And I noticed since these things have been left in the garage, I'm developing rust and everything like that on these RCs. But what does your boy Gio need to buy to complete his X-maxx, which I already invested a lot of money into the X-maxx. If you guys have an X-maxx, you know you spent a lot of money in there. Um, Stainless steel screw kit, dusty motor shroud, Proline progressive shocks, um, servo, uh, the the expander kit for the telemetry, lighting in the front, T-bone racing all over the place. But I really, really haven't spent the meat and potatoes into this RC like other people have spent. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to get anything aluminum or anything like that. I'm not that crazy because, trust me, there's a lot of things bend. I mean, a few of my friends have aluminum on the cars, um, on their X-maxx, and they have been able to sustain a beating. But the thing is that why are you going to take that chance? It's a very, it's, well, and another reason why I don't want to get aluminum is because every single time I put aluminum on the RC, I never drive the RC ever again, and I want to drive. So, number one thing I want to replace is the diff covers. I want to get those in aluminum. Um, I'm probably not going to go with hot racing. I have a lot of cars that have a lot of hot racing. Also, hot racing, they don't really sponsor anybody. They don't take care of. There's no customer support with them. Not even the sponsoring that I care about the sponsoring, but just no customer support. It's so weird. If you mess something up, you have no one to talk to. And if the hobby shops are going, yeah, who do you talk to? You have no one to talk to. I'm talking to you guys. But realistically speaking, there's no one to talk to when you want to do an upgrade like that. Or maintenance on whatever aluminum part that you have. Alrighty. Who's in this chat room? We got 11 people in here. Huh. Wait, hold on. I gotta stand up now. RC Playground, what's going on? Dalton says, just got done bashing the Max. How do you like it? BMR3, hope you're doing well, bro. Haven't caught you live in a while. Oh, thank you for coming in, buddy. Bogey RC, what's going on, brother? BRM says, still on that workout grind. Man, no. But I'm trying to get back into it. RC Playground, hey, dudes, how's durable as your Max? Boogie RC says, up here in your neck of the woods, bro. Just walked into Willie's RC shop. Oh, get out of here. Dustin says, RC Playground, enjoy it. BMR says, I just noticed that one hater is still following you. I feel you, man. It's hard. Which hater follows me? No, the reason why I couldn't stay in the gym is because of COVID. They closed them all down. So I'm doing it here and there, but it's not as constant as it was before. Plus, working out wearing a mask sucks. When I tell you it sucks, it's on a different level. I mean, I did a lot of cardio at the gym. I mean, working out with weights, it's not too much of an issue. But man, you start coming in and you start doing the elliptical machine and you start doing anything cardio over there, you're done. The human body needs to be breathing, and having those, and they're very. My gym is very strict about having the masks on, but it is very, very, very hard to have those masks on and get yourself a real decent workout. And then when you start sweating, you're sweating on your mask and everything is all wrecked, and you're just like, your mask gets clogged up with sweat and you can't breathe correctly, and it sucks. I mean, I still try to do it, like I'm going to the gym tonight, just to work out a little bit of my frustrations and shit. And Yeah, that's pretty much it. So who's the one that hates me so much that they still watching my channel? You know, because always remember, bro, haters are the best fans, man. Haters are the best fans. What are you guys saying? Let me see. That one downvote. They have to be a straight hater to down vote down so quickly. You know what it is? It's it could be a few people, and the thing is that it helps me when they vote down or vote up. It really does, because they're watching, and just hit some light weights and get back into the random motion. That's true. RC Playground says, "Man, those tires on the summit. Oh, the Jumbo Kongs. Definitely type in Jumbo Kongs and DJ Medic or RC Spark Studios, and he has a dope video of me getting him into the Jumbo Kongs, which I thought that was great of Medic to do that. If you watch RC Spark Studios, he gave one of his good friends a truck, which was very nice and generous, and people are freaking out because he gave away that truck to somebody who was there for him when he was not famous, and he gave it to him because he paid forward, which is a good thing. We live this one life, and realistically speaking, I've had people in my life that have been very good to me, and I've been very good back to them. I've also had people in my life who have been just pieces of excrement, and I don't wish anybody ill will. I don't, even to the person that's checking me down. It is what it is. But if anything, you're doing me a favor. You are checking down, but you are consistently on my YouTube channel. So, hey, love you. I appreciate you. I appreciate the support, because by that I get my support and my analytics of people watching. And what they don't realize is that when they check up or check down, it still shows up to where obviously they're part of the notification squad if they're jumping on my YouTube video like that. And then also it does help out my analytics because they're still watching. So awesome. Keep watching. I appreciate it. Who knows who it could be? Me. I'm learning in my life as I'm getting older. Who cares? Like, really, who really cares? I'm just a regular guy who is just who is cleaning my RC and chit-chatting with you fine people out there on YouTube. And to the people who know me personally, what's going on? How's everything? How you doing? So like I was getting earlier, would anybody want to win this Geo Stealth R1 decal? If you're interested, I'll set something up to where you can do that. To win a Geo, I rarely ever give out a Geo Stealth R1 decal, like ever. Usually I find a place to stick it on, but I said, I have an extra one, so I can do with that at that point. Losing one decal over another. There you go. And move you on, just give you a quick polish. You should be good to go inside, which you are. And there you go. All right. Now back to these tires. Jesus Christ. So, what is the topic of today? BMR. Yo, let me get that decal. That's dope. So, here's my topic of today. Okay? You guys know I do just random topics on RC stuff and everything, and I give you my opinion of what company I think is doing well, what company I think is not doing well, what's good things to buy, what's bad things to buy, and pretty much anything RC related. I know a lot of people on my YouTube channel have been, I can't say complaining, but they were just like, "Why are you doing um, Hot Wheels videos?" And I said, something else to do. These are the things that you know, you just start doing when you're under COVID and you're bored as hell. And plus, motorcycle season is winding down. Um, I've had to come to grips with my age and the things that I love to do and love to experience. And the guys that have been faithful to my channel know my channel very well and know the things that I broadcast and the things that I have and stuff like that. So I've come to a decision to where after this season, I retire my Yamaha R1. And it was a decision that I had to make roughly because I started realizing more and more that um, as you get older, your senses are not as great as they used to be. Your reactionary time is not as great as it used to be. And when you're riding a sports bike, you have to be on all cylinders, being all on point to make sure you don't do a mistake when you're riding. So I've decided. The good thing is that I'm still driving the Harley, which is a good thing. The bad thing is that I already know my time is come and gone, and I will be retiring the R1. I mean, not that I'm just gonna be like a big vagina, and no offense to you guys who ride those three-wheeled motorcycles and stuff like that. Um, I mean, to me, I think those are just they look nice, and that's as far as it gets. But you tend to start looking at them, and a lot of guys have those bikes hooked up. But when you look at if you look at the king of a three-wheel motorcycle, you know, you're looking at getting a T-Rex. You know, so that's the reality. When you have one of those bikes that has the horsepower and everything to do what it needs to do, and you have something dope. There you go, wheel number one. Let's see what you guys are saying. Smart man, you know your limits and recognize that you're not young anymore. Just relax and enjoy your ride. You don't have to be strapped to the rocket ship. That is true. I'll be, I'll be on this thing a lot slower, a lot slower. You know, but it's weird because I drive the Harley and I notice that on the Harley, I'm not as, I guess, comfortable. Like my reflex time, it's just it's just a different ride. By far, it's just a totally different ride. Riding a Harley Davidson, your braking is different. Your comfortability wise, my body still feels like it's still comfortable on the R1 as opposed to the Harley. I feel more back pain when I'm at the Harley. But yeah, I'm still adjusting my body to the Harley. I mean, I think I have more back pain with a Harley than on a crotch rocket, and it's weird because a lot of people who ride Harleys will tell you, how could you ride street bikes? Your back must be killing you. And I'm like, no, man, my back is vertical. When I'm on that Harley, and I feel like everything is breaking inside. My whole spinal cord is just wrecked. So, uh, but if I see these 80-year-old men riding these Harley Davidsons, then obviously they're able to sustain something much longer, and their bodies are pretty much all broken, but they're still able to drive their Harleys. So there has to be something to it. Maybe I'm sitting upright too much or something like that. I don't know what it is, but yeah, that's primarily the goal, is to stop riding the R1. I've been advised by a few friends to just buy a new R1. I'm like, why? Um, Primarily traction control and everything like that, and I'm like, oh. But that's for next season for me to discuss with you guys and see where I'm at. So back to the cleaning of the X-maxx. So as you can see, I'm getting into the meat and potatoes of the X-maxx. Me and Chris were just chit chatting a little bit, just reminiscing on the things that we used to do and stuff. And he was telling me about this other YouTuber out there who does a lot of RC stuff, and he lives out in Long Island as well. And he was like, "Look, we'll set up a bash day." I was like, "Well, if you're setting up a bash day, I already told these guys that I'm going to be making brand new bodies and everything like that." So that's on the agenda. Somebody kind of gave me a little bit of a shout to do the brand new body on the X-maxx and to see what type of body I would do on the X-maxx. So I've had a few ideas rolling in my head as of right now. So we'll see what the next couple of weeks come forth, and we'll see if they come to fruition. All right, tire number 2 is done. As you can see, there's just, I don't know if this can focus in. There's a lot of dust on these tires, but I'm not worried about the outside of it. I'm worried about the inside. Bum, 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 bum. I'll get to your questions. Is there any questions you guys have out there to me? That is something good to ask you guys. A little bit of Q&A, you know. A little bit of Q&A would be fun. Ask me nothing dumb. Well, there's never really any stupid questions. There's just stupid answers, you know. But yeah, there's your opportunity to ask about any one of my RCs or anything you guys are curious about and stuff like that. You know what's funny? I used to have an ex-girlfriend, which it was a weird scenario, and she would insist that I would get on YouTube and pick up women with this RC stuff. Like, it was the weirdest thing, and I would look at her and I would say, your brain just died right now by you even making a statement like that. I was like, do you know who goes on these RC things? I was like, I can count. When I look at my analytics, it says that there's like 6 or 5% of females that watch the YouTube channel Geo Stuff R1. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, right. That's just kids who watch on their mother's YouTube account, you know, the channel. So I'm like, come on, who's fooling who? I was like, there's no women picking up dudes watching, you know, RC stuff. You know, I was like, that was the most asinine thing I've ever heard. But she was convinced, and I'm like, oh, well, I guess I got, you know, RC groupies. I guess that's what they're called, RC groupies, or whatever you want to call them. Let's see what you guys are saying. Um, oh, that's bad. I've never seen that Harley before. RC Playground says, which workout split you do? I'm not too sure what that question meant. BMR says, I got a question. What else do you enjoy besides speed runs, bashing for RCs? Do you drift? Or fully? Or fully? Do you drift or fully? I don't know what the fully means. RC groups, RC groupies, where can I get some? I'm laughing out loud. Here's the thing. 2020 has been terrible. I mean, it has been terrible for everybody, but it's been extra terrible for me, I guess. Nothing I can say is really excites me about 2020. 2020 was a terrible beginning of the year, terrible mid-year, and judging by the way everything is going, oh, do I drift or fly? I don't really fly anything. I'll drift a car or two, but yeah, I haven't even been able to do RC stuff. You know, and the reality of it is priorities take over. And once priorities take over, you're kind of stuck not playing with anything, you know? And this is kind of like my getaway from getaways to do things, you know? So basically what happens is that, you know, priorities get along and stuff like that, but I know you guys don't want to hear about that. Let's talk about new RCs. Well, here's the thing. A few people have been interested in buying some of my RCs that I don't ever, ever, ever use. And ended up communicating with one of my old YouTubers, Hockey Dude, Miller, and he was interested in about buying one of my RCs. And I said, well, my RCs are very expensive. I was like, one, because there's a lot of money in them. Two, because well, because there's a lot of money in them, and some of them haven't even been run, so they're pretty much brand new. You never get what you get back when you do buy an RC. I see guys with astronomical numbers thinking they're going to get back the money that they invested in the RCs. I'm like, what are you, crazy? So, so he asked me about the TRX4. So I said, well, I'll make you a really, really good deal. And he goes, well, what's that deal? I said, you can trade me straight up, because I've known this kid since he was 14. You could trade me straight up, and I know I've invested $1,600 into that car. I said, get me a Department 56 Empire State Building, brand new, factory sealed, and we'll do a straight up trade. So he's thinking about it. That's something that I want to do for Christmas, and I've always wanted the Empire State Building. Never got it, so I'm hoping to get it. So, and then I told him if he picked up the Yeti XL, I would I would trade straight up for a Haas with a clear body. So that's what I was doing, with that. So he's thinking about it. Man, how old is he now? He's probably 23. Good God, how the years go by. How the years go by. All right. Let me see. You gotta pull out the mini Z's aside around the house. Build yourself a dedicated drifter sometimes. The problem is with the mini Z's, since I have a dog, that those tires will pick up every dog hair that I have in there, and I am not down to even doing none of that. Hell's nah, because mini Z's are very, how can I say? I can't say delicate, but they do have, they're very precise. That's when you guys used to see the Mini Z racing, you would see a lot of things happening, when you're doing with these cars. Here, I'll pull out one for you right now. When you pull out one of these cars, how the hell did I used to take this? Oh, here we go. And everything is meticulous. Independent suspension. P&N Racing. The motor is 12,000 kV. Think about that, 12,000 kV. I think I changed the internal components. There's the chip for my tachometer, or whatever they call it. Batteries are still in there. Sway bar for the suspension. Yeah, you start investing a lot, man. Oh God, it's these things are very meticulous, and they go fast, and you need something that's so precise that when you're racing it, it doesn't mess up on the track, which is a good thing, because a lot of people enjoy Mini Z racing. A few guys have been telling me to go to Brooklyn to go Mini Z race over there. I've been debating it, but they told me if I'm able to race at Hobby Heroes, I'll be a beast at Brooklyn. So that's something I could think about doing when I get the time. I think I'm taking 5 weeks vacation. On my 5-week vacation plan, I'm thinking about just forgetting everything, jumping on my Harley, driving to Florida, spend a week out in Florida, and then drive back. Maybe I can do a video blog of my adventure. Man, these tires are heavy. That's why this thing was so, it's heavy beforehand, but with these tires and rims are a different animal. Come on, buddy, get in there. Why don't you go in? Are you in? I think you're in. Maybe you're in. I'd say you're in. All right, put these tires on, and then I'll start waxing the tire, and then I will look at what color schemes I can go with the Traxxas X-maxx. X-maxx. You don't hear too much about the X-maxx. I think the whole hype of the X-maxx must have gone down or whatever. But I don't see too many people um, really boasting, and people are more boasting about that car, that Arma 8S, and all these speed vehicles. And it's weird because a lot of people like doing speed runs and everything like that. And to me, that was so 7 years ago, I guess. You know. Anyway, as I continue doing this, somebody on my YouTube emailed me and said to me, "When am I gonna start doing the crawl thing on that crawl station that I ended up doing in my backyard?" And that's how bad it's gotten, to the point that I couldn't complete that project. I was called out on a few days ago, or maybe 2 days ago, that every project I start, I don't complete. And I thought about it. You know, every project that I start, I don't complete. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, I do complete all the projects that I do. I mean, other than the XO1. But all the projects that I do complete, you know, to my best of capabilities and stuff like that. So, yeah. Now, wrench you down. One more tire, and then we're good to go. God, I always give credit to my man, Chris, for Everyday RC, because not only does he have an X-maxx, but he has low C5T, and wrenching on that thing must be chaotic, because I know that thing's like a 45-pound RC, and just working on that must suck. You know, he'll feel it when he starts getting into around my age. He'll be like, "Dad, this thing's too heavy for me to handle." All right, what are you guys saying? I'm down to watch some mini Z races. Yeah, I would have to talk to the owner, see if he'll let me film and stuff like that. And over there at Brooklyn Hobbies, they know who I am, so that was something I would really have to be looking into on that aspect. All right, so I will throw this body on. I'm not gonna wax the body because I plan to do a new body. People hate this T-Bone Racing cover that I have on it, but when I didn't have it, I cracked the body, which I wasn't happy about. And when I crack the body, there goes the body. You know, you kind of like take the bad with the good, or the good with the bad. And either you go with protection, or you go with something that looks dope. So that is my X-maxx right there for you guys to check out. It's very beastly. It looks massive against my motorcycle. Like, really? But anyway, I'll set up the contest, see if you guys want to win a Geo Stealth R1 decal. And yeah, that'll be my next video. Rate, comment, subscribe to my fellas up on YouTube. Later.